labor analyst on the implications of this strike by Organised Labour. Good evening, Sir Austin Game. Thank you so very much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Grateful. Should Labour go ahead with its intended strike, what are the implications for the country?
Well, obviously, it's to be a disruption, but it's a worthy disruption. And I think that we should applaud Organised Labour for being very helpful to the voiceless people in this country.
We've seen the issues such as this over the period. It's recurring, more cyclical, if I can put it that way. How do you best see that these issues can be addressed before they are even escalated to a point where an industrial action is declared?
Well, I'm even surprised that they did not consider the risk level as 100%. And therefore have given 7 days. If I were to be the Secretary General and the people meeting today, we certainly would not give it 7 days notice. It will be an immediate action because this is long overdue. We are actually, if you like, potentially, we have agreed to self-murder ourselves. That is what it is. And so the Organised Labour have been framed specially under the Labour Act to speak as the voice of the rest of the people because of the non-political aspect of their dealings, so that they can save a situation when it comes to this kind of extent. They have delayed in many other things, but this one is about life and death matter. So I think they've done exceptionally well. There is no negotiation. This matter is undiscussable, and therefore there is no need for anybody to call any meeting whatsoever to discuss anything with them. If government is mindful about the concerns being raised by all of us, and indeed, as the title implies, Organised Labour, then they will have to provide an answer almost immediately, or everybody else join in. I'm even surprised the private sector will not join. We should be concerned also.
Mr. Gumby, now we know that Organised Labour had previously set a September end deadline to take action if government fails to act on its demands. Today, after the meeting, they've given an October 10 date for the strike to take effect. Could it be that Organised Labour appreciates the impact of a nationwide strike and is therefore allowing room for further negotiations?
Well, we all do know that according to information provided by the minister responsible for lands and natural resources and also the managers of the economy, that this illegal or illegality going on gives the nation about 40+% of an income based on foreign exchange. And therefore, they are hell-bent to keep it going. Can they buy your life with that, the whole amount they get, the 40%? Can they buy your life, that of your wife, your children, your colleagues? Can they save your life? Nobody can save your life. Nobody can buy our life. And therefore, this is something that is undiscussable. I think as far back as 2015 or so in this country, when this issue was raised one time, I don't want to mention his name, that it appears Eastern Region appears to be the kingpin of Galamsey, together with some media people and the populace, because of parochial political reasons, they nearly roasted that fellow in this country. And it didn't go down well. And here we are today, going about this thing the way we are going about it again. I'm surprised that at this highest level of risk, we still have given 7 days notice. So I'm a private sector person. I also have my business. I have my working people. But have told them that they should stop drinking water from certain places in this country because it's not easy. This is a complete poison. We are poisoning ourselves. And so Organized Labour kudos. But I'm surprised they give 7 days, albeit it will arrive soon.
Mr. Gami, we all agree that this is an illegality being perpetrated. Why are we calling on a ban on an illegality? If the thing is illegal, then of course the law should act, and whichever agency is mandated to enforce the law should do so. I mean, should it take us to call for a ban on an illegality?
Yeah, but the point is that right now it's as if we don't have a government. It's as if we don't have a government. So we have to take our destiny into our hands. You as an individual or a small clique of people, like the people who demonstrated recently, albeit some of them misbehaved, that notwithstanding, because they are small, they were overpowered and they are still in the cooler. But nobody can arrest Organized Labour, and nobody can talk about it. No government in this country can face it. And so I'm pleased. There is nothing special about this illegality. It's a killer. It's a poison. It's unacceptable. And therefore, we have delayed. And government should act almost immediately. They are my friends in government. They should act almost immediately by stopping this Galamsey, banning it, withdrawing the law, and let's reset ourselves in order to be able to keep life and body and spirit going until we are no more here. But the way we are behaving is unacceptable, and this thing should never be repeated in this country again. This is the first and the last. No government should ever behave like this towards the people of this country.
Very well. Thank you so much for your time this evening. We're grateful.
I'm grateful.
Austin